What's up, YouTubers and YouTubettes? It's Jex from Cinebro Supreme, and long time no see. I was on vacation for a while. The first week in November, I was in Ontario with my cousin for a week, and then he drove me back home. How nice! And he was visiting here for 4 days, so been really busy. Haven't had a lot of time to make videos, but I'm back. Not to worry, I'm back. And I couldn't help but notice that we gained quite a few subscribers here on the channel. So I want to thank everyone. It's much appreciated. It's real awesome, and hope you enjoy all the videos we got coming at you. Yeah, so I went on a trip. When we did Toronto, Niagara Falls, awesome time. And I did buy a few movies, not that much, because a lot of you know traveling is expensive. Money on gas, food, the sights. Sightseeing, it costs a lot of money, so I did buy a few movies, but I'll start with the ones, these are a few I got before the trip, before Halloween. Horror movies are a lot easier to find, so let's get started on the DVD update. Did I mention that? This is the DVD update. I'm really tired, but here we go. First one up, From Beyond, 1986, from the makers of the original Reanimator. I love Reanimator. I had never seen From Beyond, but I knew it was from the same people, so I thought I'd check it out. It's even got a couple of the same stars, Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton. They're both from the Reanimator, so it's cool to see them together again. This is it's a weird film, but really awesome. If you like that 80s kind of bizarre gore fest, then this one's for you. Long story short, if you like Reanimator, check this one out for sure. It's kind of got the same vibe. It's really hard to explain, really. It's just the science experiment gone wrong with strange side effects. And something else I want to mention, it also has Ken Foree. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he's the badass dude from the original Dawn of the Dead. So it's cool to see him again. But yeah, definitely check this out. And this is the unrated director's cut. So I'm really glad to have found it. $5, brand new. So I couldn't pass that up. And at the same place I got that, an awesome place called the Bargain Shop, and they got like really cool movies, brand new at a low price. So I bought these here. Friday the 13th. This is part 1. Part 2. Part 2. Got part 3. 3D. Well, this isn't the 3D edition, but part 3 and part 4, aka the final chapter. These are the only ones I got in the Friday the 13th series. They had all of them, but I just got the first 4, which are, my favorite, my personal favorite of the series. Part 4. After that, it's kind of give or take. Some are okay, some are not okay. not okay. But you do get the original artwork, which I'm a big fan of. I thought that was cool. That was a big selling point for me. They all have the original VHS artwork, the same as the VHS did. So it's very nostalgic for me, seeing them in the video store when you're a kid and you're like, whoa, this looks freaky, So that's cool. I might get the rest eventually, but for now, 1 through 4 is all I need. So yeah, Friday the 13th, you can never, ever go wrong. Okay, now with the road trip purchases, got these in Toronto, HMV. Again, this is like October 30th was the day we got to Toronto. So we went, we just went out on the town, and of course October 30th, the day before Halloween. Horror movies are really easy to find. The rare ones that you can never find, they were out. So I picked up Day of the Dead, George A. Romero, of course. It's got a slip sleeve. Yeah, I like this case better. But yeah, Day of the Dead, the 3rd installment in Romero's Dead series. Of course, you have Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead. And I had never seen this one. I had been wanting to find it for a while. Finally found it. Watched it yesterday, and it's pretty awesome. I enjoyed it. First half is a little slow paced, a lot of talking, but halfway through, when the action starts, it starts. When it picks up, whoa, gore fest galore. The way I like my zombie movies. And Captain Rhodes, one of the most awesome, badass characters I've ever seen in a movie. Awesome character. I mean, he's he's a real a-hole, but I mean, you know, you love to hate him. He's just it's a great character, Captain Rhodes. It's awesome. Day of the Dead. Happy to finally have found it. Awesome. Next up, another HMV purchase. I had been hearing about this for a while. Thought I'd pick it up. It looks like my kind of cheese. It's called The Stuff. Are you eating it, or is it eating you? Basically, it's these people in a small town find this substance in the ground, eat it, and this stuff is awesome, you know. So they start selling it. It gets even more popular than ice cream and yogurt, and it ends up just messing with people's minds, and it's just like it ends up being like this killer product. It reminded me a lot of The Blob, because the stuff, as they call it, actually, you know, you see it kind of, there's waves of this of this stuff. It's actually chasing people. I'm like, wow, this is like, kind of like The Blob. Very cheesy, but it's meant to be. You know, they're kind of it was the idea. The idea was to spoof kind of old 50s scary movies, I guess. So it was cool. Yeah, great Anchor Bay release. I don't know what else to say about the stuff, but check it out. Definite cheese. Oh, and something I want to mention. Like I said, I bought these at HMV, and you know, like I said, all the Halloween flicks were out, and I had in my hand a copy of Night of the Demons original. It was like, I think $6 or $9.99. Either way, it was cheap. I put it back on the shelf. Needless to say, I've been kicking myself ever since. Night of the Demons! So hard to find. I'm like, hey, Night of the Demons. I'm just going to put it back on the shelf here. I don't know what I was thinking. But again, it was my first day in Toronto. I was tired. You know, I had to get up early from the flight. And I made the mistake of chugging down an energy drink right before we entered the mall. NOS energy drink. Mistake, man. My head was like spinning. I was like, whoa. So yeah, I saw Night of the Demons, and I just didn't buy it. I kind of wish I would have bought it over this stuff. You know, well, no disrespect. I'm glad I got this stuff. It's cool. But Night of the Demons, and I didn't buy it. Idiot. Dumbass. But anyway, moving right along. I'm glad I picked this one up. This is one that I didn't put back on the shelf, and I'm glad. It's Phantasm. I've been wanting to see this for quite a while. Yeah, the Anchor Bay release. I haven't watched it yet. You see, still has the $9.99 sticker. But I'm glad I found it. And I love the artwork. It's the same as, if I'm not mistaken, it's the same as the old Embassy VHS. So that's cool. Phantasm. Looking forward to that one. Next one, another one I haven't seen, but I've been hearing a lot about it over the years, and I'd often see it for sale, never pick it up. I thought, what the heck, $6? Why not? Heathers. Again, haven't seen it. I'd often see the special edition, the special 2-disc edition that's out. It's usually around close to $20. So I'm like, I'll wait for it to go down. This is the regular edition, $6. I thought, why not? It seems to have a lot of the same features as the 2-disc, though. I think there's maybe just one that's missing. Looking forward to watching it. I hear it's like an essential dark teen comedy from the 80s, so why not? Speaking of teen comedies, this here is a documentary. I found it previously viewed at a video store. It was $4.99. I had to pick it up. I've seen it once. My girlfriend actually owns a copy of it, and we watched it together, and I thought it was an awesome documentary. It's called Don't You Forget About Me. It's a documentary about the films of John Hughes, and I'm a big Hughes fan. I love his movies, so this is a great documentary. If you're a John Hughes fan, check it out. Seriously, it's like really well done. Basically, it's a group of filmmakers. They embark on a journey, if you will, from Toronto all the way to Chicago, and their goal is to meet John Hughes and interview him because he went out of the spotlight in the early 90s. So this is 2000. I think it was filmed in 2006, but just released like last year. So So yeah, they just go on a journey, and like along the way they interview people, and they actually interview like people that were in his films, like Judd Nelson, what's her name, Ali Sheedy. I had to look at my Breakfast Club poster. You know, just a bunch of people, and it's really interesting. So yeah, if you're a fan of John Hughes, that documentary is a must. Definitely check it out. And this one here, another one I haven't seen. You'll notice a lot of these are still sealed, unopened, because like I said, I've been busy, haven't had a lot of chance to watch them. Yeah, so here it is, Spring Break, 1983. A little teen sex comedy, it never hurts. I love those 80s sex comedies from time to time. They're just fun to watch. I just love to see the hijinks that the main characters usually go through, you know, just to get laid. It's fun just to put your brain on neutral and enjoy the ride. I thought, why not? And what I thought was amusing is that it's directed by Sean S. Cunningham, who directed the first Friday the 13th. So it's kind of a it's kind of a change of pace, if you will. But yeah, $5, $5 bin at Walmart. So I thought, oh, why not? Looks fun. These next two, actually the last two, I have to talk about. I bought them just this morning. I got Of Unknown Origin, another one I haven't seen, but it's got Peter Weller in it, aka RoboCop, and I usually like movies that he's in. Like, I usually just pick them up. Like, I got Leviathan over the summer, and I love that one. That was great. So I thought I'd give this one a shot. Haven't heard much of it, but oh, why not? It's directed by George P. Cosmatos, or Cosmatos, however you pronounce it. He directed Rambo First Blood Part 2, and Cobra, and yeah, so I thought, why not? And also, something else interesting, it says, introducing Shannon Tweed. So I thought, what? Cool. Right before she had all the Botox and whatnot, so that should be interesting. Man, did I mention I'm tired? Because I am. This next one, I bought it this morning and I just watched it because I felt like something light, nice little comedy, so I watched it. It's called The Spirit of 76, from 1990, and it was a fun little movie. It's you know, it's pretty dumb, you know, stupid, but it's a fun time. I'm glad I found it. I'd never heard of it. It's got David Cassidy from Partridge Family fame, and basically what it is, it's a group of scientists from the future, the year 2176. They embark in a time machine and they want to go to the Declaration of Independence in 1776, but the machine kind of, you know, malfunctions and they end up in 1976, you know, peace and love. So there, you know, obviously a lot of 70s stereotypes and fashion and music. The music is awesome. Lots of good 70s music. But, you know, they're all trying to fit in the 70s, and it's great. And what I liked was the cameos. Like, at the very beginning, some of the scientists in the future. Devo, the band Devo, they all appear as scientists. Tommy Chong, Julie Brown, Don Novello, also known as Father Guido Sarducci in the early days of SNL. Carl Reiner, Rob Reiner, and it was directed by Rob Reiner's brother, Lucas Reiner. And he's also the son of Carl Reiner. Big family thing. Big family thing. Moon Zappa, also known as Moon Unit Zappa. So yeah, just really cool. You know, it's, like I said, it's kind of dumb, but I enjoyed it. For a movie that I had never heard of, it was $3.99. It's a great add to my collection. Oh yeah, when the scientists get to Earth, they're helped by these two stoner kids, which are played by Jeff and Steve McDonald from the band Red Cross, which I had never heard of, but I went to check out their tunes here on YouTube, and pretty cool band. So yeah, Spirit of 76, good find. So those are my DVDs. I have about a couple VHS this week, about 9. I don't know if I'll have time to do the update. I got to go to work in about an hour, so update coming soon. Maybe I'll probably just do that in the weekend. But yeah, those are my DVDs for now. I hope you enjoyed, and it's good to be back here on YouTube. So take care and peace out.